Welcome back. In today's video, we will dive deep into JavaScript template literals. Now, first thing first, what are template literals? Well, template literals are like special container in your code, and you mark them using these backticks. And this key is located above the tab key on your keyboard. These backticks allow us to create multi-line strings and perform string interpolation. And let's see how they work. This backtick syntax refers to a special way of creating strings in JavaScript. Instead of using these single quotes or these double quotes, you can use these backticks to define your string. This syntax is often called template literal, and here is how it works. And this time I am creating a message variable using our template literal, which is simply by writing backticks. Now in these backticks, anything that we write is a string. Like this is a message in backticks. And using these backticks for strings is handy because they allow us to do more inside the string. And this is a modern way to work with strings, especially when we need to include quotes inside the string. Before template literal, adding quotes within a string was trickier. Before template literal, if we use double quote to create a string, and if we need to add quotes around this word, we can't do like this. If I add double quotes here and hit save, you can see we have a syntax error. So to avoid this error, we need to use this backslash symbol here and also before this last quote. And this is how we can write double quotes around our word before template literal. Now in this second example, we are using template literal. So we can easily add double quotes into our string by simply adding double or single quotes here. Now if I log this message, and now you can see we have double quotes around this text. Template literals make it more convenient to include quotes within our strings. We don't need to worry about escaping them, and it's easier to read and maintain our code. This is just one of the many advantages of using template literals in JavaScript. And similarly, creating multi-line strings using template literal is a breeze. Before template literals, achieving this was more cumbersome, and let's compare the two. Now in this older version, if we want to write a string on multiple line, we need to use escape characters. Now if you are using these double quotes to create a string, and if you want to create a multi-line string, then you need to use this backslash and n character. And now if I hit save, you can see by using this slash n escape character, now we have multi-line string. And if we also want to break this line from here, then again we need to add here backslash n escape character. Now our strings are on multiple lines. And now if we are using template literals, then it's more easier. We just have to press enter. Now it is on new line. If I hit save, you can see we have a multi-line string by just starting our text on a new line. But before these template literals, we need to add these special characters to create a multi-line string. And as you can see, with template literals, we can simply press enter to start a new line. This makes our code cleaner and more readable, especially when we need to create lengthy text like paragraphs or HTML templates. It's a handy feature for us and a significant improvement over the older method of creating multi-line strings in JavaScript. And then we have interpolation. Interpolation in JavaScript is a technique that allows us to embed or insert variables and expressions directly into a string. It's like a handy placeholder for values within our text. Instead of using complex string concatenation as we did before, we can now enclose our variables or expressions inside this dollar sign and these double brackets, and we can use this inside of our template literal. For example, we have a variable called first name, and also we have const age is equal to 34 and const city is equal to New York. Now let's say if we want to add all these three variables into another string. Now first I am going to show you this without using template literals. Const new line is equal to, which is my name is, then if we want to add this variable here, we have to use our plus operator and then the name of this variable, which is first name. Then again we need to use plus, and here I am adding one more string, my age is, and now I am going to add this age like this. And at last we also want to add this New York, my city, then plus, and then city variable. Now if I log this new line variable, you can see now we have my name is John, my age is 34, and my city is New York. And this is how we can add variables if we are not using template literals. Now as you can see, in between these two, we don't have any space. To create space, we just need to add space at the end of this string like this. Now we have space between both of these. And now I am going to show you the same thing using template literal. Const template string is equal to, here I am using backticks, then my name is, now I want to include this variable which is first name, so we need to use this dollar sign, then these double brackets. Now in these double brackets we can add any variable, but in our case we need to add first name like this, then my age is, and here I am going to add our age variable, and then my city is, and then our New York variable like this. Now if I log this template string, you can see we successfully added these variables into our string, and it's a lot easier to add variables into our string using this template string. But instead, if you look here, we need to use concatenation to add variables into our string. Now again, if you want to use variable using this syntax, you must need to use these backticks while creating your string. And at last I want to show you, we can also write expressions inside of this. Like if we want to create age here dynamically, we can write like birth year 1997 minus 2023. And now by doing this, we can dynamically calculate our age inside of these double brackets. And if I log this template string, you can see we have our age minus 26. Now if we need here a positive value, we just have to use 2023 minus 1997. Now we have a positive value. And there you have it. JavaScript template literals make string manipulation cleaner and more efficient. Remember to use backticks, embrace multi-line strings, and enjoy the power of interpolation. That's wrap up our video on JavaScript template literals. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, happy coding.